Hello, and welcome to this Trails into Reverie Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we completed the Vantage Masters Dojo. We attempted and successfully did one of the trials, failed epically at the other. But today, we're going to be looking on the bright side. So, let's go. I'll do some daydreams. Assuming this is going to be about the Bright family. March 1207 of the Septian calendar. With Crossbell liberated and vows made between Olivier and Shearer, things were finally starting to slow their roll. There was no better time to take a well-deserved and earned family vacation, so we did just that, a very special destination in mind. Oh, Ymir.
Just get that crisp, cool Ymir air in your lungs.
An interesting place to do it, but that's fine. I'll take it.
And now that we're all checked in, it's time to go do some tourism.
There we go.
All right. I feel like you've been drooling over the sights since we took the cable car in.
Oh, Estelle, when are you going to start acting your age? Even Reen's parents were regarding you like an excitable child when saying hello.
Hey, you leave her alone.
Sorry, I've just wanted to come here ever since he told us about it. And we couldn't skimp on our first family vacation with you as a Bright. With how hard it is for Dad to find time these days, Adios knows when we'll get another. We gotta enjoy this to the max.
How I wish that weren't the case. I hate how little time we get to spend together nowadays. In fact, I can't even remember when we had our last vacation together. And then when I've finally carved out the time for such a lovely occasion, I can't even ditch the uniform.
Yeah, you're all in battle gear.
We don't mind. If anything, we've got your work to thank for picking the vacation spot to pull this off. You going back and forth to Erebonia from home to discuss their army's future meant needing somewhere close to work. So?
See? Everything worked out.
This is the other side from Liberal, though.
They told you they probably wouldn't call you in anyway, right? So don't stress and take it easy.
That's in the plan. I really hope you have a great time with us, Ren. Now, if you want to buy any presents for your classmates or anything, just say the word.
Oh, really? Well, if you're sure.
How very cute.
Is it just me, or do those two still seem kind of awkward around each other?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. They're still being a little distant with one another. We've spent so little time together since Ren was adopted. You probably still have some adjusting to do. Hopefully this vacation will give them a chance to bond.
Hopefully. A look on the bright side. The Bright family were excited to experience all they could of Ymir, shopping, relaxing in the footbaths, taking in the snow-kissed nights. This eventually led them out into Ymir's valley's edge, where they could see the mighty waterfall.
Holy crap, holy. Get a load of that. I've never seen waterfalls so big and totally frozen over like this.
Likewise, you wouldn't think it was much already. The Wonder Baron Swarza recommended we come see it. There's something mystical about this part of the valley, isn't there? Look at the monument. It says to me this area has a lot of history.
I imagine it's a vestige of the old animism. From what I've learned in Erin, it could be used to access the spirit path. You okay there, Ren? You weren't the most dressed for the weather.
All of you, apart, well, both the girls aren't really dressed for the weather. Here, I'll lend you my jacket for a few.
I'll be fine, thank you. It's a long walk up here. Kept me from getting too cold. Just need to move around a bit more. I'll warm up in no time. Well, if you're sure.
To be young again. I'm laid to the high heavens and my limbs are still going numb.
Well, my metabolism is much better than yours.
Oh. Hey, talk about a cheap shot.
I've been itching to get a good snowball fight going since I got here. Besides, I believe someone just said something about warming up through physical activity.
I'm here in uniform. I can't play too much. Or can't I? Yeah.
Oh, so there is some fire in that belly.
It's not as though anyone is around. I accept your challenge.
You'll need a walker to get to Ymir once I'm through with you. Prepare yourself for a snowdown throwdown.
What a weird family you've been both ended up in.
You sure they aren't bad children?
Nah, neither of them takes too well to losing, that's for sure. But it's nice to see Dad showing some love in his signature awkward way.
I suppose you're right. I do like that aspect of him. They're so alike in that regard.
Easy.
Less talking, more pelting. I'd rather not. I don't want to get my clothes dirty. Boo, don't be such a spoil sport.
You're welcome to all come at me if you think you can win. Estardus stand a chance on our own.
Oh, you are so in for it now. We'll see who doesn't stand a chance when you've got a mouthful of fucking snow.
Too slow. Uh-oh. This is not ideal.
Oh, oopsie. Sorry about that, Mr. Boar. Honest mistake.
Don't think he's going to accept our apology.
Oh, I kind of started this, but we can't have him causing a scene. Here we go again.
See if you can subdue him. Don't hurt him more than necessary.
I know.
Oh, am I going to be fighting? No. Seemingly not. The Baron is here.
My, it seems like you've had quite the day already. Can't believe you were able to tame that boar.
That one's relatively recent arrival on the mountain. He's quite aggressive and he always seems to be on edge. He startled quite a few passerbys before this, so I was beginning to think something needed to be done. But I should never introduced you to the place knowing that such a danger was present. You have my deepest apologies. You're talking to two former enforcers. The person that stopped the Liberal thing and Cassius fucking Bright. Anyway, please accept my heartfelt thanks on behalf of all of Ymir for calming him. I'm deeply grateful. Though perhaps I should have extended no less to the children of the legendary Brigadier General Cassius Bright.
It was nothing really. Don't ever thank us. That poor boy never would have come over if I hadn't smacked him in the face with a snowball. All we did was calm him down and see to his wounds.
Speaking of his wounds, he clearly had a lot of them before our fight. If he really was a recent arrival to the area, it might have been in a turf war with other boars that put him on edge. Hopefully he'll start to be a little calmer now.
We'll keep an eye out either way. But please do get started on your food. I wouldn't want it to get cold.
Thank you.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm starving.
I'd say. Never thought the day would come when I would be able to drink with the famous Cassius Bright. And here you personally taught my son as a fellow Adelise practitioner too. It's really an honor to have you in our household. All I did was give him a gentle push in the right direction. For it was his strength that let him achieve what he did. And while I might have a high rank in the army, and say the same for my position within my family, spend so much of my time working, I barely have any spare to see them. I can only imagine, but as the head of the entire nation's army must come with no small number of hardships. On a unrelated note, the power balance on the continent changing so significantly, there's much I would like to discuss. But you came here on family vacation, so what say we leave this serious talk for another time? I think that would be for the best. On another matter, I hear that you are an avid angler as well as a hunter. Any particular fishing spots you would recommend in Ymir? Ah, a fellow fisherman, I see. I quite enjoy going upstream the valley and opening a hole in the ice myself. Now there is an interesting idea.
Those two certainly hit it off quickly. Roland might not have as much natural beauty as Ymir, but it still has its fair share. Perhaps the fact's helping them bond. Mimi, I'll get along well with Reen, too, so maybe you're onto something. You know, it's weird to think how much my perception of Erebonia has changed over the years. Back in Lowborough, it used to feel like this scary place really far away. but now I feel so close and dear to my heart. Yeah, I never thought we'll come to live in times like these either. We lost a lot along the way, but I'm glad we can finally live together in peace like this. Together we enjoyed a delicious meal as we told stories about Reen in Class 7. Before we knew it had gone late, so we returned to the Phoenix Wings and went for a soak in the hot springs. Mr. Bright. I can feel the stiffness in my back and shoulders from all that work melting away. You really have me busy lately, huh? Though I'm not surprised. Having handled the rebuilding after the war and matters relating to Crossbell at the same time can't be easy. Now I'm playing the part of the discussions about Crossbell's independence with Princess Claudia, too. Speaking of whom, it's incredible just how dependable she's become. During the international conference a while back, the new president of Calvert was constantly trying to assert his dominance, but she was just as capable as Prince Olivert and Princess Alfred in keeping him in check. We know he's a optionally bad man. I'm glad they're all giving everything. Apologies, I apparently had an onset yawn. I'm glad they're giving everything their best. President Gramhart seems like he'll be a formidable adversary then. Without a doubt. He's at least as cunning as President Rocksmith, if not more so. Thinking of this continent's future makes me more than a little uneasy, I'll tell you that. It's not just Calvert either. There's still worrying signs here in Erebonia. To say nothing of the fact we haven't heard from Ouroboros in a while. With the plan over, they're probably getting ready for their next move. They've had some personal shakeups too, so we don't have to concern ourselves with them in the short term. But I'm sure they'll be back. Yes, I would have expected them to stay away for long, unfortunately. Oh, I wish I had a bit more time to relax. Even if I did have a lot to worry about, it hurts me that the only time I can make for my family is between jobs like this. I haven't had much time to talk to Ren either. Always kept an arm's length when I do. I haven't been able to give you all the attention you deserve, and I really want to going forward. I believe I speak for everyone when I say we'd love that. I don't think you need to worry too much about things with Ren, though. You're just not used to have one another, so you're both uncomfortable letting the other get too close. As long as you don't give up, the wall between you will break on its own before long. I'm sure of it. You really have matured, Joshua. I hope you're right. Ren's part of our family now, so I want her to feel like it. Incidentally, when are you and Estelle planning on getting married? Whoa, where did that come from? All this talk of families just reminded me. When I saw Scheherazade all gussied up, it made me want to see my daughter like that one day too. So I wondered if maybe there was something holding you two back. Well, can I get an answer? As much as it would pain me if you were to marry into the family, I could allow that. Is it really the best time for that discussion? You just can't beat a good hot spring, not even with a stick. My whole body's on an express flight to Relaxville. The scenery's so pretty too. Gotta bring Tita here one day. I see what you mean. The springs in Elmo and Erin were lovely too. But the way this spring incorporates elements of both Erebonian and Eastern culture is really something special. I'm jealous you've got to try the ones in Erin. Never got to go in the end. The idea of a little bath hidden in a hidden village is so dreamy. I have to get someone to take me one day. How about we go to Erin for our next family vacation then? It would be even harder to organize than this one was, but wouldn't it be nice if we could? What's up? It's nothing. It's just the fact that I'm on a family vacation at all hasn't fully sunk in yet. I think I finally understood why Hayworths don't get bored of going to Michelin all the time. So that's what it was. But don't you worry, because the fun times we'll be having together are only just getting revved up. Got that meal with the Harolds family to look forward to too, haven't we? That's true. Gonna have to tell them about you hitting that board with a snowball. Please don't bring that up and embarrass me. I feel like people are finally starting to think of me as an adult, and that'll ruin it. That's so in character for you, though. you and Joshua going to Crossbell soon, right? Does that have anything to do with the consult's Erebonia and Crossbell plan to open there? Yes, we were asked to escort the secretaries who'll be working at them safely to Crossbell. Direct request from Ambassador Cochrane and Cranar, too, so we gotta do a good job of it. Oh, I see. Seems like I'll be best acting on my own after all, then. The message Grandpa George managed to get to me has me rather concerned. You know, Ren, there's something I've been meaning to say to you. Oh, what would that be? I've known you for a long time now, so I know how special you are, and how much of a genius you are, too. I doubt there's anything in this world that you couldn't accomplish if you put your mind to it. So you shut up a few reach, too. You noticed, huh? I hope you're getting ready for me to become far prettier than you'll ever be. It pains me to let that go. But this isn't the issue here. What I'm trying to say is, I don't need to worry about you too much, because I know you can take care of yourself. But please don't feel like you need to handle all your problems on your own, okay? You're our little sister, and Joshua and I care a lot about you. Don't worry, I'm well aware. If you really need help, I'll let you know. I'm sure you wouldn't hesitate to come to my aid wherever you are. Naturally, I'm sure Dad feels the same way too. About that.
What's going on, guys? Garrett, old dad, join in?
You just showed up and invited. Only a real bore would interrupt two ladies having a private conversation. You might want to rethink your behavior before all the women in the world start hating you.
My daughter's words are like daggers to my heart.
Is that gunfire?
Sounds like it's a little ways from the village. It's still a cause of concern. We should go investigate. I didn't expect all of you to show up.
It's not like we could just ignore the sound of gunfire. Do you know what's going on?
Not yet, but there seems to be a battle going on in the valley.
Occasionally we can hear the sound of bulls cry amidst gunfire.
There's no sign that the village is in any danger so far, but this isn't something we can ignore. Can we ask you to stay in your mirror for a while until we know it's safe?
Your consideration is appreciated, but we're not ordinary tourists.
We'll take care of the investigation. Could you make sure everyone in the village is ready to evacuate in the meantime? But... you know what? You're probably right. This task is best left to bracers. But as long as you're here, you are our guests, so please take care.
Will do.
This time I won't stand idly by. We need to repay our hosts for all their generosity after all.
Naturally, that goes for me too.
We're counting on you both. Do I get to play as Cassius? I'd be mega mad if I don't get to play as Cassius. If I get to play as Cassius and he's not a, oh, it's motherfucking Gilbert. It's fucking Gilbert. Fuck you, Gilbert. Anyway.
Get out of my way, you big dumb boar. Give me a break, you must know you can't hurt me by now. Just get lost.
Enough.
Oh, it would be you again, wouldn't it? What are you even doing here?
Estelle Bright? What are you here? And why do you have ex-enforcers and Cassius Bright with you?
Looks like we're going to be running into you for the rest of our days. If it isn't Gilbert Stein, steward of the former mayor of Ron, you're still wanted in Liberal, I'll have you know.
We just finished making you better and now you're all hurt again. Run along now, okay? As for you, I heard you were shut down with your ship last year. But you keep coming back like an irritating little weed, don't you?
How dare you call me a weed? I'm more like a dandelion that can grow anywhere, even in the most arid desert.
Wait, it's not a very good metaphor.
Just pretend I said something dramatic and awesome, alright?
Why don't you spare us the wordplay and tell us what the heck you're doing here? And why are you attacking that boar? It's just out here trying to live its life.
We slaughter so many monsters for no reason. But anyway.
I'll have you know, he attacked me first. He was doing some shooting practice when he showed up out of nowhere. Why must my life be so full of woe? I should have even bothered with a stupid place like this if I didn't need to knock that smug rookie down a peg.
I don't even know who you're rambling about anymore.
This is a place of natural beauty, so you can use it for target practice. So that's why I can imagine this war is fighting to protect his territory. You've done enough damage already. Surrender and come quietly, Gilbert. Why don't you get that machine? Get out of that machine so we can talk.
Ziff. There's no way I'm coming out. This is bad. I don't like my odds against Turin forces. Never mind Cassius Bride. Getting out of this with my usual pretending to beg for forgiveness act. No, they're not gonna fall for that. Why am I even worried? If the rampaging world can overcome my defenses, what chance do they have? And I can fly. If I beat Cassius Bryce, Ouroboros would certainly make me an enforcer on the spot. You just try and beat me. You're gonna regret ever challenging the great Gilbert Stein. We'll see about that. Come on, Joshua.
You can't even scratch me.
Since when is this thing so tough? The barrier is extremely powerful.
Oh, that's fine. Time spent kissing Professor Novaros's ass paid off when he added this feature to my Geopache. Now it's invincible. No one can get through this barrier. Not ex-enforcers, not Cassius Bright. They're going to slowly fill you with powerless fools full of lead.
I'm calling shenanigans. Either way, it's not wrong that it's going to be difficult to penetrate.
Unfortunately, a high-density barrier like that could repel even a point-blank shot from a cannon. Don't remember Geopache being able to generate this much energy, which means... Where'd my barrier go? And, why is this thing so hot all of a sudden?
Orbital engine 27.8% over capacity. Activating self-destruct.
What? Think it's going berserk. It's not gonna blow up, is it? Look, afraid it looks that way. The craft's orbital engine is never meant to power such a potent barrier. The professor's mind could have been elsewhere when you begged him to act that. He did a very shoddy job. This can't be happening.
We can't let it detonate on a snowy mountain like this. It can cause an avalanche.
I'm with you. There's gotta be a way to stop it from exploding so no harm comes to Ymir.
Smash it. Leave it to me. I'll launch the craft high into the air and then it can explode somewhere safer.
Can you even do that? Wouldn't that be too easy, even for you?
This is nothing, but it can't be easy, sorry. This is nothing, but I will need some time to gather the energy for it. Gonna gamble whether or not I can direct it somewhere it can fully explode safely. But I'm sure I can pull it off. Times like these, you gotta be a dad you can be proud of.
We believe in you. Let opposed to a gamble that can help make your arcs a little better. While I'm helping buy time, I'll use the Veliant's training climate to calculate the safest place for it to detonate.
Perfect. I'm counting on you then. Can you two help her buy time?
Yeah, because I was totally gonna sit here making snow angels. All right, let's do this, guys.
Right behind you.
Let us begin.
Watch yourselves. This will be tough.
I can't even work as thing. We're gonna do Wheel of Time straight away, obviously.
What I got?
Smack them down. Okay, and we've almost broken them already. All we need to do is... Oh, we learned already that we don't have to do that. That's fine. Okay, then we're just going to do this. Then we'll do another Wheel of Time. Smash it out.
My turn now.
Calamity. I don't think this should be too easy at all. Twin Shadow Fang.
My turn now.
You think you're being cute?
A G maximum.
Get a good look! It's about to get real! Not so cute now!
still definitely all good.
Moving out.
We've got no healing here. Let's do a twin Shadow Fang. Regardless. A hurricane regardless, and hope that we get some sort of... Nice, get the rush.
Let's do this, Joshua.
Roger.
Time to entertain my guests. Round and round.
Up you go!
Smash him out.
Time for the main event. What a delightful tea party.
Okay, and then this should
Ready
be
to go.
fairly simple for us to just...
Arcus active.
Put a Soul Burks is weak to it.
Yeah.
And that scouted it for some reason.
I've got this.
Nice. Okay, so we didn't need to worry. Attack with Josh.
An opening.
Get a rush.
Let's go.
And Gilbert goes bye-bye.
All right, now let's get our butts on the road.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Estelle.
Do what I say, you useless lump of metal.
Nice.
Dios, spare me.
So this is where Cassius catapults it.
Dad, Ren.
It's all up to you now.
The safest location to detonate is at 9 o'clock.
Got it. Leave this to me.
You've got this.
I believe in you, Cassius. Dad,
Whether it's Cassius or something else, I'm just happy you think of me as family. But I have to admit,
Dad sounds nice.
you calling me Dad does get me a lot more fired up.
Good for Ren.
This isn't cool. Why does everything always have to end like this? I'll be back. Because you know what Gilbert Stein never does? He never gives up!
Fun.
Wow, you really blasted his ass right out of here.
These are all Pokemon references, right? Or am I being crazy?
With no sign of an avalanche either. I knew you could do it, Dad.
You can be pretty cool. Sometimes.
Whew. Well, I could have done that in my sleep. But I owe most of it to Ren, really.
you should take credit where it's due. Very nicely done, Cassius.
It's okay if you keep calling me Dad, you know?
Nope. Cassius feels more right to me.
I think that's kind of fair.
I think the wall between them finally came down.
Yeah, that's another problem solved.
Very wholesome. With that, peace was once again restored to Ymir. We made our way to Gilbert's crash site to be sure, but he couldn't find him or his archaism. If only I could believe, even for a second, that that was the last we'd see of him. After that, we found the injured boar, nursed him back to health, before returning to town. Baron Schwarzer offered us a formal reward for the help, but we were just doing what was right, so we turned him down. Then, before we knew it, the day was over, and our happy vacation came to an end. With our hands full of souvenirs, the Baron and Lady insisted on, in lieu of a reward, we huddled to say our final farewells. Thank you both so much. We had so much fun here. I'm really sad to have to say goodbye. Please, after all you've done, we should be throwing you a parade.
We were supposed to be on vacation, and you did so much to help us. I don't feel as though we gave you the welcome you truly deserved, given all that you have done for our son. Not at all. You were extremely gracious hosts. From my family to yours, we're incredibly grateful you allowed us to have such a wonderful vacation.
Yeah, if anything, we would like to have a little excitement in our lives. I can say for certain that we were never bored.
And it was our pleasure that we get to help Reen's hometown. We've made some great memories here too. I'm delighted to hear you all feel that way. You're all welcome to return at any time you please. We'll have springs and food waiting for you.
You mean it? We'll have to bring all our friends next time.
Thank you again for everything.
Please give our regards to our Ashen friend and his sister too. What a lovely family they are.
Couldn't agree more. They seem to brighten their surroundings just by being there. Heard nothing but good things about them, of course, but the rumors were easily surpassed.
I quite agree. I hope we can meet them again one day.
Reen's mum looks so much like Reen, so that's why it's so confusing that she's not actually his biological mum, but there you go. But I suppose people do look alike. A look on the bright side ended. We got a new gem. We got some towels. For the old hot springs. Which is handy, of course, for achievements. And, oh, there's some added notes for everyone. Nice. And I think with that, we say, if you've enjoyed this, like and subscribe. We'll do the next daydream next time. Peace.